All right. It's the first night going live. Can y'all hear us, family?
What's good? What's good, Ed?
What's going on?
Indeed.
What's up, Jay Will?
What's
up, Double Up?
Oh man, I'm ready to get it going tonight. You know.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Hey, we grooving up in here.
Everybody good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready.
All right, man. Let's get to it.
All right, let's get to it. So, family, thank you so much for joining the show. This is the No Cap Sports podcast where sports and convos collide. If you have not already, we always want to ask you to smash the like, hit the subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. All right, with the NBA 75th anniversary team. Fellas, let's talk about your top 5 scoring guards of all time. What you got?
Oh, I mean, look at that. It's easy for me. So, yeah, you know, I got MJ number 1. I got Kobe Bean Bryant number 2. I got AI number 3. I got Steph Curry number 4. And I got James Harden number 5. Look at Jay Will. I got James Harden number 5, but it's really could be a toss-up between him and Dwayne Wade. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't want to put Gail Goodrich in there or Jerry West, but yeah, I haven't seen him. So that's my top 5, guys.
Yeah, well, you and I definitely got our first 3 are the same, but I'm gonna explain my reasoning for flip-flopping 2 and 3. I got AI over Kobe.
Ooh.
Number 4, I got D Wade, and number 5, I got Ray Allen. A lot of people don't realize Ray Allen used to get buckets before he turned into this jump shooter. I mean, he was AI. He just didn't have the long arms like AI, but he was AI. He had good handles, and he used to get to that rack. I mean, he was a bucket getter, and people don't realize he averaged 25, 26 for 3 seasons when he was in Seattle.
True that.
And that was back during the time when 25 a night, that was like top 4. You know, it wasn't no 34, 35 points average except for Mike. But when Mike was 31, it fell off. But anyway, only reason why I put AI over Kobe, one is because AI changed the game. You know, he revolutionized the game. He made Curry illegal. Remember, they used to call him for palming for the longest time. Carrying the ball. They call it palming, we call it carrying. He changed the game. He changed how the game is played. He changed how you handle the ball now. You know, you think Kyrie didn't pattern his handles from AI? I mean, think about it. I mean, but listen, it's perfected now. I mean, as far as handles, you know, everything is evolved. But
so you think he got the best? You think he got the best handles like over Kyrie?
No.
Okay,
what I'm talking about is AI changed the game for me.
He revolutionized the game big time.
Right.
I agree.
Right, and I'll be the first to tell you that I did not. When Kobe first came in the league, like, I mean, I guess I was on Mike so hard, and I was just so used to Mike winning. Like, I didn't look at Kobe like everybody else. It took me a long time to respect Kobe. But I said this. I said this when he passed away. I told my guy. I said, you know what? I'm so glad I finally learned how to respect Kobe, man. Like, I respected him after that first championship that they lost to Boston. You know what I'm saying? I was a Mike fan, bro.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but it took me a long time to respect Kobe Bryant, and I'm glad I did. He's definitely number 3 on my top 5 list.
All right, well, fellas, I got some questions about both of y'all top 5. So number 1 for me is MJ. I mean, we all know that it's MJ. But number 2 is Kobe. Ron, how dare you put Allen Iverson over Kobe? I respect it. Now, Fred, my question to you, bro, is why you put Steph on the shooting guard list?
I said scoring guard. I didn't say shooting. Look at the thing.
You did
bro.
say scoring guard.
Scoring guard.
Scoring guard.
Yeah, scoring
Scoring
guard.
guards. You right. Well, I'm gonna just do my top 5 shooting guards.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
That's fine, bro.
MJ, Kobe, AI. Well, really, in order for me: MJ, Kobe,
Right.
D Wade,
Okay.
AI, and then I'm gonna probably put Harden in there as number 5.
Okay.
Which will probably be a surprise. That's why I ain't say nothing. But I'm gonna probably put Harden. I'm gonna probably put out because see, at first I misread it when we was going over the topics. I thought it was shooting guard, so it was out of like Harden or Clyde Drexler for me. But I know he played a lot of threes, so I was like, yeah. Then, I mean, it probably wouldn't be no Drexler. So I mean, either way it go, I'm gonna probably put Harden. I'm gonna probably put Harden at 5. Either way it go. I mean, Harden can score the pill. Man. I be giving him hell, but Harden is very talented offensively. So yeah, that's my top 5.
Right, and like I said, I looked at it whether it was Jerry West or Gail Goodrich or even George Gervin. You know what I'm saying? Right. My problem is I just didn't get to see. I did see George Gervin play in his, I guess in his later years or what have you. But at that point, it was about almost time for him to retire. At that point, but he was just magnificent, man.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, I mean, for real, I thought he was a daggone small forward. I did not know he was a 2 guard. But I was like, he's a scorer.
And see, the only reason why, like I agree with Ron about Allen Iverson changed the game, but I think AI changed the game more off the court than on the court. To me,
true.
Like he made it normal for star basketball players to be themselves. Like him getting braids on the sideline, him showing up the press conferences with the do rags and the, you know what I'm saying? Like he made it normal for us NBA players to be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like. Of course, you had the Tim Duncans that still dress super proper, but AI made it popular for the star players to dress urban, dress how you want to dress. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. It's cool to express yourself in fashion and not have to worry about what the world says. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, he definitely changed the game in basketball.
He was a trendsetter.
Yeah, but he was a trendsetter.
He's a global icon. You're right. He's a global icon.
Okay, J-Dub, let me ask you this then, because I was under the impression like you. Hey, Fred, thank you for correcting us, because obviously I didn't read well. I thought
it's all good, bro.
Guards too. But okay, now that it's scoring guards, let me ask you this: Do you still put Kobe over Iverson as scoring guard?
Absolutely.
Wow.
You still put AI over Kobe?
As just straight scoring?
No. He said he put Kobe.
I'm putting Kobe over AI. Absolutely.
No, not me. Scoring.
Absolutely.
I think it's 1-1-8 scoring because that's what AI did.
But that's what Kobe did too, though.
He was a straight killer. They both were straight killers.
Both are straight killers. Only reason why I'm giving it to Kobe though is just because like Kobe scored that much and played defense on your best player and did it for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
He had more of a longevity than AI.
Yeah.
AI only played.
Don't get me wrong. Now AI was a killer, but Kobe was a serial killer. Like it was different. He was a sociopath. He coming to kill a fly with a jackhammer, dog. He a killer.
But I mean, there are people that argue that say AI the same way now.
Hey, Bob Turkey said Kobe over AI
because everything you're saying about Kobe right now is like, wow. Like, I mean, wasn't that AI? The only difference, I tell you what the difference between Kobe and AI was. Regardless of what people say, and Kobe was selfish, Kobe was a leader. Because if he wasn't leading, he wouldn't have took that trash to the championship and won twice.
What's up, Maria? Right. What's up, B. Edwards?
They wasn't all that now. Come on.
No. Now. See, that's why I like when people start trying to say that. Yeah, like when people start trying to say Kobe had a all around fire team, like I don't believe that.
Oh, Kobe
team was.
You talking about when he won the 3 back? You talking when he won those 3 championships?
No, not the 3, not the 3. That was with Shaq and them. I'm talking about the 2. When he took a 19-year-old Andrew Bynum. And he took Pau Gasol, who people like. I get it. People try to say he hauled, but he wasn't. I don't think he was that before he came to LA.
He wasn't, man.
Then you got to think our starting point guard was washed up as Derek. First of all, Derek Fisher. I mean, he did some clutch stuff, but like
he's playoff clutch. He's like Robert.
You know what I'm saying? And then off our bench we had Sasha Vujacic. Damn,
exactly.
Like Shannon Brown, like come on, bro,
Brown,
like yeah, for
Luke
sure.
Walton.
Luke Walton. We had DJ Banger. Y'all probably remember who that is.
Yes, I do.
remember DJ Banger. He was like one of the Monstars in real life. He was like big body with the little head.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? And you know what? He come right in there and get 3-4 rebounds every single time.
Hey, and we had like Josh Powell. We had we had Jordan Hill or whatever his name. Like, bro, we had like a bunch of nobodies, bro.
That team wasn't. No, trust me.
We had Lamar Odom. I give him that. We did have. He was clutch. He was all around. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, like people to try to compare them to them Heat and Boston teams, like it's not close, bro.
Nah, you can't.
But let me tell y'all something though.
You can't compare them to them Golden State teams.
No,
you can't compare them teams. No, and that's what I'm saying, man. Kobe, you can say what you want. Only a leader can take a team like that.
What's good, Lionel Burns? Kobe over AI, definitely. Okay,
that's facts, Brian. That's facts, Brian.
I feel you on that one. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you this though. If you go to Kobe old interviews and what have you, he'll tell you AI brought the goddamn dog out of me, brought the best out of me. Because in the beginning, AI used to torch the shit out of his ass, man. He used to torch the shit out of.
I used to love watching them Lakers 6
Absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? Kobe said, you know what? I got to go back to the lab. You know what I'm saying? I got to work out. I got to find a way how to defend this guy. But then again, he's like, you can't stop him. You can only contain him. And as you saw when Philadelphia played him in the championship, and they got that one game off. That was pretty much it right there. That's it.
And then just like even before Kobe died, just to hear AI like when he used to give his interviews, like I think it was his correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like his Hall of Fame dinner or some dinner he was at. And it was a whole bunch of NBA guys and current and old, and they were talking.
Right.
And Allen Iverson started talking, and he was like, man, it's crazy the fact that people really try to discredit Kobe and put him at like number 9, 10 all time. He was like, bro, like
said that.
He was like, bro, like this is me talking modest.
True story, OG.
Listen. He was like, this ain't modest. This ain't me trying to earn cool point. He was like, me and Kobe cool. He was like, bro, that man was a stone cold killer, bro. He was like,
he was.
And the fact that I played with him, like he was like, bro, it's crazy that you can really sit here and try to name 9 guys better than Kobe Bryant. That's crazy.
Listen, he just said last year 9. Maybe he said that a while back. He just said last year. He said he's still trying to figure out how Kobe, like how we talk about Mike and LeBron, and I can pull it up on Instagram and send it.
I saw it.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, he ain't talking about number 9 no more. He talking about how do we skip over Kobe and we just go Mike, LeBron, and listen to me. I've been saying that for years. That ain't nothing new. That ain't because people think that I dislike LeBron. I just been saying that for years. And listen, and y'all know that because I asked Si. What did I ask Si? Why does Kobe get skipped over? Remember I alluded to that, and you remember the answer he gave. So I've always said that about Kobe. Always. I'm like, damn, like before LeBron really became it was always Mike Kobe. Yeah. When did, and nobody still can answer that for me. I sure would love to ask Shannon Sharp that. When did LeBron skip over Kobe?
There it is, Marcus.
I still ain't had nobody to answer the question.
True story, Marcus.
I mean, see, we compared Kobe to MJ before LeBron was because, like, Kobe, for one, Kobe was the closest thing you've seen to MJ. So, of course, you're going to compare Kobe. But then I don't think it's like back then they were comparing Kobe and MJ like games, their personalities. Now I think there's more so of a comparison of who's just the best player. Like it's not like they're comparing LeBron and MJ games. It's just like MJ. It's completely different games. It's an argument now of does he do more than what MJ did? It's not like back then it was like, yo, Kobe and MJ are splitting image. They talking about the game, their mannerisms during the game. They talking about the way Kobe don't got no friends on the court. He don't care who you like. That's how MJ was. Now we know LeBron a nice guy. We know he got friends on the court. Now what they talking about is now what they saying. Now the argument now is MJ just an overall better player than LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's the argument now. I hope we don't get nobody trying to say that they damn play alike. I hope that's not the argument.
Well, you talking about LeBron and MJ?
Like I don't hear people saying that, but if I ever hear that, like nah, bro. We ain't finna say like they play the same. I think now the argument is like, and I mean y'all gonna hate me for this, but I agree. I think LeBron overall does more than what Jordan did. That's me.
For his team.
Understood,
but that does not make him the GOAT. That does not make him the greatest of all time because he's done more than what Mike has. Like, there are a lot of things that have been created since LeBron became like LeBron. Mm-hmm. From ESPN, from all these different outlets, there are things that have been created just for him. You know, and what I mean by that is, and Jay will, and listen, I don't mean to keep beating the dead horse, but we talk about it. People can call me Skip Bayless, they can call me whatever they want. I've been feeling this way for a while. Bro, it ain't no such thing, bro, as a participation award. That shit didn't happen. That shit didn't happen until LeBron James started losing championships. Not in any sport, not hockey, any major sport, not hockey, not MLB, not NFL. Nobody ever gave excuses for the loser. I don't care how great the player was. Marino was a great player. He lost, but nobody made excuses because he lost to a better player. So what I'm saying is there have been a lot of things created, and I get it. Like LeBron is a brand. Like he's more than just a basketball player now. LeBron is a brand. Now, do I put him on my Mount Rushmore? Absolutely. But is he the GOAT? And of course we know why. I mean, y'all know who I rock with, but I mean, nobody still can explain to me why he is the greatest of all time.
But well, for me personally, I always say he's one of the greatest of all time.
Absolutely.
He's one of the GOATs. I'm never going to say he's the GOAT in my opinion. I mean, like I said, he's one of the he's top 5 all time in my book. But my problem is I just don't know why people just ignore Kobe. That's you know what I'm saying. When they talk about MJ and then LeBron coming, I'm like, okay, where the fuck is Kobe? Kobe was putting in just as much work or what have you. You know, I don't know if this is a personality thing because we can, you know, because Kobe was more of a killer and stuff like that, and that I guess that's who we identify with. You know what I'm saying, in terms of killers on the court or what have you. But yeah, I don't get it. But me personally, I'm gonna give LeBron his flowers at the end of the day. I ain't stupid now. I understand greatness when I see it. But I just always try to figure out why Kobe don't get in that discussion in terms of the second best, you know, overall basketball player that's ever played. That's all. That's my opinion, bro.
And this is coming from a diehard Kobe fan. Like I'm talking like diehard, like I'm talking when he died, I shed tears, bro. Like I'm talking diehard Kobe fan. Like so, the reason why I don't think that they put him over LeBron in these discussions is because, like, I mean, kind of like Saw said, like Kobe mirrored his game so much after Jordan, and he wasn't better than Jordan. Like I'm always be biased and say Kobe the GOAT to me, but he wasn't better than Michael Jordan. So now that you got LeBron. Like you got LeBron coming along, like you said, like you haven't seen really anything like LeBron since Magic Johnson. And if you want to be real, still like you haven't seen a LeBron James. Like if you want to sit down and compare what LeBron did better than Jordan, I mean, if you're going to be truthful, he does more better than Jordan. Now, the stuff that Jordan was good at, was he a master at that shit? Yes.
But over a period of time, though, Jay.
Right.
But let me say this real quick, Jay.
It didn't happen organically. It was over a period of time. Yeah, Jordan.
Right. But he mastered that shit. He mastered that shit though. Like what he did very well. He was the absolute best.
He was
best.
He's talking about scoring. He was a master. I mean,
he was a master at it. Like
let me say this real quick before you say something about passing. Remember, Mike career for his career, he averaged 6 assists a game. But go ahead. For his career, he averaged 6 assists. But go ahead.
But I'm not taking nothing. I'm not taking nothing away from like Jordan's all around game. It's just like, I mean, if you're gonna compare, like, I mean, all you got is to compare numbers. They never played each other, so they never matched up.
Right.
So you can't see how they fit.
Everything better than
all you can compare is numbers. So listen, hold on. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question though. I'm asking a serious question. So I asked somebody. This is my reason why I fight for LeBron so much in this argument. Is because I hear idiots like fucking Stephen A. Smith say LeBron can win 10 championships. He can finish first in every major stat, and he would still say Jordan is better. Like, that's mind blowing. Like, so basically, you're telling me you got your eyes closed to everything.
You know what that's all about. You know what that's all about, Jay Will.
So when I hear people say that, so now I'm like, okay. So now that kind of pulls me because I used to be like, bro, Jordan to go. Now it pulls me on the LeBron side. Like, damn, like I hear people saying that. So now I got by default, I'm gonna defend because I know how good he is. So my thing is like, if this man gonna finish top 3, top 2 in assists. He gonna finish top 5 or 10, whatever it is, in rebounds. And if If that man finishes past Kareem in scoring, he has an argument to be the best player ever. I mean, that's the bottom line. If he passes Kareem, he got that right.
To each his own. Hey, to each his own.
Jay Will, everything you just said is facts. I'm telling you, man. I swear to God, everything. And this is the reason why. People that been knowing me for the last 15 years know.
Right.
Like, I was cool with Braun. I was always cool. Like, I never had a problem with him. Listen, I never even rooted against him. I never rooted against him.
Until these fans.
Until the fans. And there you go. That's why I understand. That's why when you said that, I said, I know exactly how you feel because the fans was just like, it was just unbelievable, dog. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, because it wasn't even just Stephen A. I think it was like Paul Pierce said idiotic shit about LeBron. Like it's just I'm
Skip
like,
Bayless
bro,
too.
like
Skip
I'm like,
Bayless
bro,
too.
like Skip Bayless. I'm like, bro, like how can you sit here and say it's nothing anybody in this world can ever do to be better than Jordan? I get it. If you're gonna start your statement with I'm biased, I feel like Jordan's the best. Now we can move on like how I do with Kobe. I feel like Kobe is the best, but in my mind I know he's not the best. But that's fan talk. But if you're gonna get on TV and really, really talk, you got to keep it real. Like if you're gonna say, you know what, to me, Jordan is the best, but I'm not blind to the fact that LeBron does this. But for Stephen A. Smith to come out his mouth and say this man can go win 4 more championships, and he can finish first in every major stat, and he would never say LeBron is like, come on, bro. Like,
come on, though. But you know he on Jordan's payroll, man. Come on, you know that. Jordan can't do no wrong in his eyes.
Hey, look,
he can't
I
be
don't care
objective.
who payroll he on. He the jackass that still get up there and say it. So
I agree with
that.
He's not.
Stop being a damn yes man. Then.
He's not objective at all when it comes to MJ. Exactly. That's the problem that I have with him, bro. You know right from right, wrong from wrong, and you still gonna ride with the shit no matter what. He in Jordan pockets at the end of the day. So playing entertainment.
That's crazy, bro.
It is, bro. It is.
And Jordan also made it cool too because like he changed the game for shooting guards. Now everybody's starting to draft. Like once Mike kind of retired, now everybody's looking for the next Mike. Everybody's starting to draft shooting guards. Like shooting guards wasn't really getting drafted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like talking about except for Reggie Miller, but you know, he wasn't considered a Jordan. Right. You know what I'm saying? But shit, Reggie Miller ended up having a pretty good damn
Mine's too.
Like listen, I love MJ, bro. Like I'm a at the end of the day, bro, like none of these dudes pay me. I'm not on nobody payroll. So I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a fan. I got love for the game. MJ is, to me, I think MJ is the best, but I argue the case for LeBron just because it's not far-fetched for you to feel like he's one of the, you know what I'm saying? Like
not far-fetched at all.
Like after watching, especially after watching that the Last Dance, like MJ was like, bro, like that motherfucker was a dog, man. Like that's my reason. That's my sole reason why I put him over LeBron is because for LeBron to be that good, he don't kill enough for me. That's why I like Kobe.
But they're different. They're different players, though, little bro.
But I get it, but man, look, you got to be a dog at some point. Like, you up 6 points and you go 3-4 minutes of the fourth quarter without shooting the ball. Like, I don't like that shit.
You know
I don't
what?
like that.
You know what, Jay Will, and you there's times where we've seen that dog come out right, like against Detroit Pistons. Right when he destroyed the shit out, he destroyed the hell out of it. He destroyed. You saw what he did to Paul Pierce. It's there. You're right. He just don't bring it on.
He's just too nice, man. He's too he's too passive and too like, bro. Okay, cool. You got 28 points already, and you trying to get a couple more dimes, but bro, like go win the game, bro. Like I don't want to see 8 assists and you lose. Like go get 35 with 4 dimes and win the game, bro. I don't want to see that.
Draymond Green already put Paul Pierce on blast. Talking about, oh, you Kobe now.
Hey,
you get a farewell tour.
Bro, Paul Pierce is an idiot.
Draymond Green said, oh, you Kobe now.
He's an idiot, bro.
Hey, shout out to Ebony Wiggins, man. Yeah, I was rapping to her the other day, and I was just telling her that, you know, like I said, I like LeBron or what have you, but I said I'll be a fool to sit up and say that he's not one of the greats. I'll be a damn fool with that. Is he my favorite player? No, he's not my favorite player. Right. But I understand greatness when I see it, and we got to stop comparing him to Kobe or to MJ and to all these other players. He's in his own, but he's in his own. He's in his own stratosphere.
It's just because people feel like he's the best now. People feel like Jordan was the best, so it's like you gotta, you know, it's never gonna stop. Yeah, like me, I don't mind. It don't make me mad that people compare LeBron and Jordan as being the top 2.
I love it.
It don't make me mad that they skip over Kobe. What pisses me off is when I see these lists and I see 9 guys, or bro, I've seen a list from ESPN where he was 12. Like that's what pissed me off. Kobe? He was number 12, bro.
Yeah, but the problem
You
is
gonna name 11 guys better than, and I'm looking at these dudes. I'm like, huh?
the problem I got is these so-called prognosticators, man. These NBA prognosticators or beat writers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Be making up these teams or what have you. I don't understand that at all. That should be, like I said, that should be voted on in terms of current or former players. Period. General managers, front office, what have you, and beat writers, what have you. Remove that, man. Because it's too political.
But then too, low Fred, like to combat that, like play a little bit of devil's advocate. If you let some of these players and shit start voting, they're gonna vote for who they got the most respect for, who they like the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's people gonna put Kobe at number 2 overall automatic if you let the players vote who the best of all time. You know what I'm saying?
No, y'all think so?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
For one, because he got so much respect. For 2, he just died. For 3,
But
so
still.
many people like
right.
it. Like it's not.
It
gonna
doesn't
be
matter
fair
if he just passed away.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred, ask your favorite player who he would put number 2. Ask your favorite player.
He would put
who,
Kobe.
I'm just
A lot of
you,
people
just,
would put.
I mean,
that's who they grew up looking up to. That's who inspired them to play the
He's
game.
on record. He's on record. He taking Kobe over LeBron. He ain't gonna change.
Killers like killers, bro.
Yeah,
Killers like killers, bro.
But two though, with KD, like he ain't gonna say I like LeBron over KD because he's still playing against him. Like even if he really felt like that,
Hold up.
If it was me, if I'm in a league with another guy and I know me and him arguably the 2 best, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I'm taking him over." Nah, hell, because I gotta play you all the time.
I hate to go here, but he did beat him twice. I hate to go here, but he did beat him twice.
He did.
Hey, Ron, Marcus Elliott said, when you guys get a chance, take the time out to watch MJ pattern his game after David Thompson, always attacking the basket.
Well, Mike will tell you that.
Yeah.
Mike will tell you that. They asked him who was his idol. He said Dr. J and David.
And Dr. J and David Thompson.
And David Thompson. Mike will tell you that.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to see. I didn't have a chance to see him.
Hey, listen, this is what I wanted to go back to. I think one of the best documentaries I've seen is on NBA TV, the '96 draft. Have y'all seen that?
No.
It's
one of the best draft classes in NBA history.
But the documentary was put, man. Let me tell you something.
Like behind the scenes,
and see both of y'all like hoop heads, and that's gonna bring back a lot of memories. I'm a hoop head too, but like I know y'all like hoops, and that's gonna bring back a lot of memories. Man, that was a hell of a documentary. I'm gonna find it, and then what you probably can do. No. I tell you what, you can go on YouTube. Because it's on YouTube. Yeah. Just put in 96 draft documentary. Man, that's one of the, trust me.
All right, but I know that's one of the best draft classes. I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of memories.
So, family, thank you so much for joining. We are having a blast here at Glamix by Hideout, 6355 Roller Road. Trying something new, live and in person. Shout out to Demetrius and Eric who joined us tonight. We appreciate seeing you. Love. All right, fellas, are y'all ready for this crazy controversial topic? The Lioness Aaron Rodgers lied his ass off. Allegedly. So how does Aaron Rodgers compare to Kyrie Irving? What's your thought?
Well, let me tell you something. We didn't do anything. The media and whoever rolled Kyrie in the ground. And forgive me if y'all watch Undisputed and y'all heard Shannon Sharp say this, but everything he said I agree with. We rolled Kyrie in the ground. I'm talking about in the ground. And I'm glad Jay Will, did y'all see First Take when Jay Will called out Stephen A?
Yes, I did. Hell yeah.
My gracious.
He jumped in this shit.
I was like, wow. But anyway, long story short, like Shannon said, Kyrie didn't lie. Kyrie was up front about everything.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about everything. You know, he was transparent about everything. Like he said, the only thing he felt like he was lied to, I mean, it may be a little privilege there. Me personally, I mean, he is my favorite player. That sounds like a little privilege to me. But at the end of the day, he was up front, you know, and he was like, hey, this is what it is. Aaron Rodgers deliberately lied. Come on, y'all. I mean, he deliberately lied. He knew that he wasn't vaccinated. When the media asked him, are you vaccinated? He said, yeah, I'm immunized.
Right.
But the yeah came out so fast. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, I'm immunized. I mean, listen, I even heard Greg Jennings talk about him. Woo, I mean, man, listen, I've never heard anybody talk about Aaron Rodgers like that. I mean, his own former receiver he pretty much baked him. You know, so we're talking about how he's a conniving snake. He's a great salesman. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he snaked us again. But Tim Tebow made a great point. He was like, the NFL had to know about this. They had to know. Like, doesn't the NFL, or don't they, or shouldn't they have a record of everybody who's vaccinated, who isn't? So if the NFL knew this, why should there be fines? You know, maybe the NFL should do that. I get it, but he played devil's advocate, and he makes a great point. Doesn't the NFL know, or shouldn't they know, by every player that is vaccinated on these teams? And I'll leave it at that.
So my point with it, fellas, my stance on it, and pardon me for not being as knowledgeable as I should on this topic, but like he came out and said, he said that he never said that he was vaccinated. He said that he was immunized. So I didn't see the initial part about that whole press conference where he said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But my take on it is, if he did say I'm immunized, then he didn't lie. If he never said he was vaccinated, he never lied. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the whole context of what he said. But if he just straight up said, like, I'm immunized, he didn't lie. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other side,
context of that, bro.
On my other side, his ass be doing all of these press conferences and shit with no mask on. So that's my issue with it. Now, if you know you're not vaccinated, if you never lied, okay, cool. Regardless of the fact whether you lied or not, Carson Wentz, Kirk Cousins, like, these dudes say they're not vaccinated and they do what they're supposed to do if you're not vaccinated. That's my issue with it. Like, you're not vaccinated. Okay, cool if you're not vaccinated. But now you walking around here playing with the shit and you going around people you're not masked. You're not doing what you're supposed to do as an unvaccinated player. So that's why I feel like Tim Tebow made that point of the NFL knew this, because I don't know if Aaron Rodgers ever said he was vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if he would have said he's vaccinated, I'm pretty sure he would have had to show proof. So that's probably why no fines have came about. That's probably why the NFL is not taking more action, because they probably knew he was not vaccinated.
Wow.
Now,
Jake, go ahead.
Now in the same context, I don't know if it's the same as Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think Kyrie Irving is wrong. I think Kyrie Irving should play. Y'all know how I feel about that. Like,
right.
All these players able to come to New York unvaccinated and play. I think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit.
That's crazy.
But I mean, yeah, like I said, I would have to go watch. I couldn't find it. I would have to go watch his initial interview and hear the context of how he said it. Mm-hmm. But if he just said I'm immunized, like, that's not that doesn't mean I'm vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
yeah, it's context to it. But you got to really,
I gotta go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it, and then you'll have a different perspective.
Right.
Hey, Jay Brown said,
little bro, what's up, little bro?
Jay Brown said, immunized is a synonym of vaccinated. The Bama Live, bro.
Hey, golly.
True story, champ. What's up, bro?
What's going on with y'all?
Little bro.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing much. Hey, so my feeling on it is this is in line with Aaron Rodgers' character, man. It's a selfish move. It's something that he's always been known to do. And as far as fair treatment, I'm just gonna put something on y'all mind, man. Cam Newton don't have a job because he wasn't vaccinated.
There it is.
Just keeping it plain. So
there it is.
If one size fit all, I mean, I understand that Aaron Rodgers may be viewed as a more talented player, but at the end of the day, he could have affected his whole offensive line, his running backs, his wide receivers, and as the leader of the team, you know he's speaking on behalf. He should be speaking to everybody on the team. I'll give you just a little context here. Our kicker just tested. The Cowboys kicker just tested positive for COVID. Well, they held out like 6 special teamers for that reason. You understand what I'm saying? Look at the Browns in their running back room. Right. So when you're on these teams, it's your decision. I got it, but the people around you are going to be affected because of the close quarters. So I get it. It's semantics whether he was immunized or vaccinated. I get that part. I don't really want to get into all that because, I'm not a lawyer. Whether what he meant to say and what he actually said, it could be 2 different things. But his actions it spoke to being selfish. That's my whole point about it. And if you're gonna vilify Kyrie Irving, then you got to vilify Aaron Rodgers. And Kyrie Irving has stood on the other side of the fence from day one, and that's where he stand. And he let you know that, and I respect that. I don't agree with it, but I respect it because he let you know where he stood. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's my perspective on the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. I wouldn't expect nothing less from that guy, man. He's pretty selfish.
Yeah, I just don't like how everybody, all these Fox Sports, FS1, ESPN, how they just pretty much eviscerated the hell out of Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why would you do that to your team? Why would you do this and stuff like that? But when the shoe is on the other foot, when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, it's like a pass, right? And I don't get. I don't. You're right, Mo. He's a selfish son of a gun. All he thinks about is himself, and he comes across as if he's the smartest goddamn man in the room. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I mean, come on, man. This guy here, man, is something else, man. We had a discussion in the beginning when we first started doing this stuff in terms of would you trade for Aaron Rodgers? And I told y'all back then. Look here. As great as he is one of the all-time greats. I don't want him, man, because he's a headache. He comes with a lot, man. He comes with a lot. You got to manicure his toes. You got to give him a pedicure. You got to make sure everything's right. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be right. I don't like all that bitch ass shit that he do. You know.
Hey, TJ, my homie.
Hey, T. John, you right. Fuck Aaron Rodgers, man. And the boat he came on, goddammit.
Hey, Blaze.
Hey, but real talk though, you know why they pick on Kyrie Irving, man? Because it's low hanging fruit. It's like picking on that kid when you was in high school that was underprivileged. You know what I mean? The one that came with the holes in his jeans and it had the knockoff shoes.
Yeah,
it was because
he took it like a champ too, dog.
Yeah,
he took it like a champ the whole time. And listen, he's still standing on. I'm like you. I don't agree with it, but he's still standing on his loins, man. You know what I'm saying? Took it like a cold champ.
Now let me tell y'all. Let me tell you this though. What we fail to put blame on as well is the NFL, man. NFL is a shield. We all know that, right? They're gonna protect theirs at any, at any cost, or what have you. So for Aaron Rodgers to get suspended, what have you, that was gonna be a whole bunch of blowback, man. In terms of these TV deals, networks, and stuff like that. It's all about the bottom dollar at the end of the day. And hear people out here eviscerating Kyrie in terms of him letting down his team. And you're right. I was one that felt that way. I didn't like the way he went about it. But at the end of the day, I understood that it was his decision at the end of the day, and I respect that.
So they did fine him, but that $14,000 fine. I mean, come on, man.
Hold on. Let me put this on your mind, Mo. I had to take this from you for a second. So Aaron Rodgers got you're right. Aaron Rodgers, had to pay a $14,000 fine, right? Okay, but your boy CeeDee Lamb had to pay a $20,000 fine because his shirt wasn't tucked in. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not understanding that, man. Get out of here.
CeeDee Lamb got fined for a bunch of bullshit.
A total of $50,000, bro.
He got fined when dude pushed him and the game was over against the Patriots and he waved at him. They fined him like $15,000 for that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Then find the other guy now who pushed him after the game was over, but they fined him for waving, man.
Yeah, it's all about who can generate. You're right. Who generating the most money. But NFL is going to protect, NFL is going to pick and choose who they want to protect at the end of the day.
And then too, fellas, so like, do y'all think that people get on the Kyrie so much is because like it's a state law that you have to be mandated and he still choose to not be mandated, which is hurting his team versus Aaron Rodgers?
That's a good question.
They don't have a state law, so unvaccinated players can play. So him choosing to not be vaccinated don't really hurt his team like Kyrie choosing. Granted, like we said, we respect it, but it's a state law, and you know that.
Yeah, it's not an NBA thing.
And you choose to not get vaccinated, and now you're hurting your team.
Go ahead, Ron. My bad. Go ahead.
I was just saying some unnecessary privilege there.
Yeah, I mean, look here.
I stand on that.
Right. At the end of the day, you're right. It's not the NBA. You're right. It's a city statewide mandate or what have you. You know what I'm saying? I guess what people get upset with Kyrie is, hey, guess who came there because of you, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
James Harden, Durant, they came there for you. Yep. They didn't want to get vaccinated. They was against the vaccination. But from a team standpoint, that's what, you know what I'm saying? They sacrificed, and that's what they did. Now, hey, you got your own morals and beliefs that you want to stand on or what have you. Hey, I respect that. But at one point, man, you got a championship team that's ready to compete. I mean, look at Durant, Harden, Kyrie. You're not getting any younger. And the problem is this, man. You only have so much of a window. You understand what I'm saying? To compete from a championship standpoint. Because there's some teams coming up and coming, man. Yeah. And they got to get it while it's hot, or else it'll be,
So I think that's what I was getting at. That's why I think Kyrie gets so much hate for his choice to not be vaccinated. It's because it hurts what y'all have going and why y'all have what y'all have. It's because of Kyrie or why they have both of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he gets so much backlash. Like now, if it was the same, I think Aaron Rodgers would get, like, don't get me wrong, he's definitely selfish, like Mo said.
Right.
But his selfish is in a different way. People calling Kyrie selfish because you bring these guys in, and like you said, they wasn't all for the vaccination either, but they got it for the better cause. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Kyrie chose not to. Now on the other side, Aaron Rodgers is selfish because he know he isn't vaccinated. You messing up all your other players' chances of getting paid. You making them miss games. You going to these press conferences with no mask on. Right. You in the film room with no mask on. You're not vaccinated. That's why. So that's why I said it's different because they're selfish. Well, I don't think really Kyrie is. I don't know. That's a sticky one, but they're being called selfish for two different reasons. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said it was different. Now, like you said, Fred, Kyrie, you think Kyrie's selfish for that? I mean, I don't know, man.
People think that he is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that's his personal belief. Like when he brought them there, he didn't know that it was going to be mandated.
Right. True that.
He didn't. He didn't know that he was going to have to get it. He was told he didn't have to get it. That's the point. He could get tested 3 times a week and he would be good. Right. Mm-hmm. But if he was to test negative, he would have to sit out 14 days like everybody else. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't really call him selfish because, like Double R said, it's kind of privilege. But if I'm told one thing, I expect you as a man to stand on your word and keep it that.
I agree. Now hold on, Jay.
Don't try to flip it and expect me to just jump and get the vaccination if you know I don't like it.
And I agree with you 100%. There's another issue with Kyrie because Kyrie came out on his Instagram and said that he wasn't against the vaccination. I watched that. So I'm like, okay, then what is it? Because you got everybody up in arms trying to figure out what's what.
But he said he said what it was. He said, I'm not against vax. It's not about vax or unvax. He was like, I'm not against being vaccinated. He said what I'm against is the fact that he said it. That's remember Ron said he gonna get traded. Because he blasted the front office. He said, I was promised that I would not have to take the vaccine, for one. For two, I'm not a yes man. He said, because now you're trying to come tell me that I don't have to get it. But now on the flip side, now you're telling me, oh, you're going to get it or we're going to trade you. So he was like, no, that's not how this is going to work. Because I'm not just going to jump at the sound of your voice just to say I'm going to get vaccinated. When we've had talks about this all off season, you knew where I stood. I thought I understood where y'all stood, and now you're trying to flip the script on me and make me just jump and do something just because you say it. And Kyrie Irving said, that's not how this going to go. He was like, because if y'all want to do me like that, he was like, I'm well off in my life to where I can do without basketball. He was like,
money ain't everything.
He was like, but y'all ain't about to make me change on how I view stuff.
Go ahead, Mom. I'm gonna let you finish.
But check this out, though. You was talking, right? You said a whole lot of I's and me's.
Right.
That's the definition of selfish, bro. Like, I got it. You do what you do as a man, but we can't sit here and say he ain't doing it with his own self-interest. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's a vaccination though, so you got to worry about I and me. Like because if I get vaccinated and fuck my body up, it don't fuck all Brooklyn Net team up. It just mess me up. So we don't know what his beliefs are. We don't know, but what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is though, Fred, like if I get this vaccination and it doesn't agree with my heart, I'm going to have heart problems. Not Harden, I'm going to have heart problems. So I don't know.
Aren't you getting it to protect everybody else too? I mean, the other people.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But when we're talking about getting a vaccine, you have to protect self first.
But dude, my thing is like I get all that, but show me the research. Talk to me. You know what I mean? Like tell me that. Like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
No,
like,
I agree with that.
Like Aaron Rodgers came out and said I couldn't take one of the vaccines because it affected him, you know, in a way. And I got that. But if that's the case with Kyrie Irving, just talk to us. And I know we're not your family, but we your fans. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just dialogue with us and let us know, and we understand it.
But we know Kyrie that type guy though. Kyrie feel like I don't got to tell everybody everything, bro. Like I say one thing, I say one thing, and he was like his thing. He don't say this, but I guarantee Kyrie feels if you were to talk to him off camera behind in closed doors, I guarantee he would say, "I owe fans nothing, bro. This is my life. If I tell you I don't want to get the vaccination right now, leave it at that. I don't owe you an explanation as to why I don't want it. I guarantee that's how you feel.
Jay, the problem with Kyrie, the problem with Kyrie, and it's just like I said, it's not my problem, it's his problem. He's all over the place, right? So he tells you in one instance that he's not for or against the vaccination. Right. Then he tells you that he's doing it he want to speak for the people that can't speak up for themselves. Right? He's all over the place. Then he said, hold up. Then he says, I need to do my research. Bro, you had research 2 years ago.
Now that part now.
How much research you need?
Hey, but look, though, on his live that night, he didn't mention the whole research thing. I have heard him say that, but he didn't mention the research thing that night. His whole thing was just like, basically like, bro, y'all told me one thing and now y'all trying to basically turn me into some damn puppet. Like, that ain't how this works. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, bro, I don't agree with it.
Yeah, we said that, Maria. We talked about the mandate.
I respect it. I respect it, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, bro, like, you knew this wasn't the fucking National Kyrie Association. It's the National Basketball Association. You don't own this league, so you're going to have to answer to somebody at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You don't want to be a puppet. I'm cool. You're not a yes man. But, bro, it's not your league. Man. You're going to answer to somebody, though. If you don't want to answer to nobody, form your own league, then. That's my take.
They took the $196 million off the table, man. And now,
that's wild.
And here's another thing. Now, like I said, these EM executives and GMs and stuff like that, they don't want them, man. Yeah. They don't.
It's too much.
Duke, man. That's that Duke attitude.
I don't know what the man. I'm like, bro. Look at hold on. But hey, guys, let me tell you this.
Jay Will the same way. That's why he take up for him. That's
I respect.
Who? Jay Will and Kyrie.
Jason Williams.
Jay Will.
But you know what, guys? I respect people that stand on what they stand on. I really do. If you're going to stand on what you stand on, get the hell out the way, right? You can't have it both ways. It's either you're going to get vaccinated or you're going to move to the sideline and do your thing or what have you until whatever mandates change or what have you. Right?
So is he still practicing and stuff, though?
No, he's not. On his
own. He moved out the way. He moved out the way then.
He's all the way out the way. That's what I'm saying. He did. What you want him to do? And I mean, he's not, he's not making himself public or, I wouldn't be seen.
I wouldn't have a problem with none of this if he wasn't, messing with Kyrie, messing with James Harden's legacy and messing with Kevin Durant's legacy. That's the only part that gets me. Just like we all brothers, right? And we say we gonna do something.
There you go.
And unless it's like something really crazy, and this could be really crazy for him. Right. We started this journey together. We're gonna finish together. Right. You know what I'm saying? They went and got the vaccine. Unless he can show me something medical or otherwise. They didn't want to get it. And nobody really want to get it.
They didn't want to get it. I ain't want to get it.
I'm going to keep it plain. Nobody really want to get it.
I ain't want to get it.
Right. You know what I mean?
Really did.
I didn't either. Like, I was sitting there like, man, I hope I don't die behind this.
Like
you know
him,
what I mean?
Right. But hey, you going to get your ass up out of there.
At the end of the day, we all had our selfless reasons for doing it. Right. You know what I mean? And that's where the line get drawn. Like, if my thousandaire ass can do it, Kyrie Irving can do it too, goddammit.
Hey, T-Johnny said he should get vaccinated. Flat Earth ass ninja.
Hey, watch yourself, TJ. Watch yourself, homie. Don't do that.
You ain't want to get it in. I know you did. We both did.
Yeah, like I told my wife, I argued for the longest, bro. I'm not getting it.
Man.
I'm not getting the vaccine.
Man.
I don't care what you say, I'm not getting it. But then I thought about it, I'm like, bro, like, I'm gonna be around people.
We both didn't want to get it.
Who, you know what I'm saying, who body probably can't fend the virus off. Now it's easier for me to get it.
Right.
I'm not gonna stop living my life. I want to travel. I want to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, like,
but that's what they want you to feel. I mean, we've been forced, but I mean listen, that's a topic for a whole nother story. But that is the purpose. Yeah. There it is. That's what they want you to live in fear. That's what they want us to do. That's why we got so many distractions in the world. We got social media, podcast. It's distractions, bro. They want you to live in fear. That's it. What you just said is exactly what they want everyone to say. Man, I want to travel.
I know that's right, Brian.
Oh, we getting the booster?
It's just a
not unless I have to. You know what I mean? Like,
Man, I just got that booster yesterday, man.
I mean, it wasn't really so much of like fear, Ron. It was just
I shouldn't be here.
No,
like
I'm
I
not
just
saying
don't
what
want
you
my
would
life
feel,
to
but
be
that-
on hold. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because the reason
But
why
that's
is
what they
because
want.
so many places, like, okay, where we went for our honeymoon, if you wasn't vaccinated, you couldn't go.
Right.
So I got vaccinated right before my honeymoon. I'm like, look, bro, like I'm not changing my honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? Wife gonna be pissed if I don't get it because we like now we might not have a honeymoon. So I was like, bro, let me go get the damn vaccine. Like,
And this
you know,
is what
like
they want.
you know.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
I feel you, bro.
so they knew if they apply pressure, people to get it because so many people want, like you said, they want to go on cruises, they want to go out of the country. So they figured, hey, look, if we make it to where you can't go these places, everybody gonna get it. You know, so
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, I just don't like, you're right. I didn't like the storylines or what have you in terms of Kyrie compared to Aaron Rodgers. You know, it's this media shit, man. It's something. Look, we starting to find out ourselves in terms of how this media shit works or what have you, man. It's just crazy. They come up with these false narratives and stuff like that. Oh, you got to talk about Kyrie and you got to eviscerate Kyrie for the next 30 to 45 minutes of the show, what have you.
And then they replay it on YouTube all day, Instagram all day.
Absolutely, Brian. It's just
House of Highlights, everything.
Constant repetition all day, every day.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
All day.
Yeah.
So I mean, but you know that's the media job, though, bro. Any little word you use, they gonna twist it. That's how they get their money, boy. You damn near you can't say nothing almost without them twisting.
Man,
something.
that shit is at an all-time high right now.
It really is.
Wow.
False narratives and everything.
Yeah.
Man, it'll be interesting to see what happens with this Aaron Rodgers thing. I think everybody's eyebrows gonna be touching for a while. Shit.
He gonna play next week. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
All right, fellas, this portion of the show, let's just freestyle. What's on your mind? What's going on in the sports? I still say the Washington football team is going to make a miraculous comeback.
Nah.
Our NFC East champion. What y'all got?
So on my mind, I saw something interesting today, man. And like I never been this tight. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't agree with this shit. Like I saw a video actually probably like an hour before the show. Luke Walton and Marvin Bagley kind of like got some tension going on.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
when they played
that.
Phoenix on, I think Monday, it was like early in the third quarter. Luke Walton, they called a timeout at the end of the huddle, and he told Marvin Bagley to check in. Well, Marvin Bagley told him no. Like he was like, he's not going in. So my thing, like, I hate that sissy ass attitude. Like, bro, like, if you know you don't want to play, if he tells you, then don't put your damn uniform on. Dress out of street clothes and sit on the bench, bro. Like, why are you putting the uniform on?
And get fined.
And get fined. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
like, bro, I just don't like. It's just too much soft mentalities in the league, bro. Like, I just don't. I don't like that shit. Like, it's just that thing. It was so like it was. Oh, that thing irritated me, bro. Like, I watched the video and he literally told this man, "No." I'm like, bro, like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Speaking of that, little bro, let me ask y'all this, man. What y'all think about that Scottie Pippen interview on Good Morning America?
Man, that's a topic
basically telling the guy at the end of the day he wanted to be known as the greatest of all time.
Listen, man. Listen. Can I please say something about this? I'm gonna make it short, sweet.
Man, go ahead, bro.
The only ones really feeding into this shit are LeBron fans, Detroit Pistons fans, and the whole Detroit Pistons 80s team. That's the only people that's feeding into this. You know
what they saying? They agreeing with him?
Of course. What he needs to do is write a book about why your wife started sleeping with Future. You worried about the wrong shit right now. I'm just being honest with you, bro. I mean that's well documented.
Cold-blooded.
But what I'm saying is you worried about
Gucci
the wrong
flip-flops.
things, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, you trying to sell your book and sell that cheap ass bourbon. I get it. But I mean, the only ones that are really listen. Y'all notice how Mike ain't said a word. Mike
True
ain't
that,
said
Brian.
one, but this is why he is who he ain't said one word. He
True
ain't
story,
talked
Brian.
through
You're
Twitter. He hasn't talked through Twitter. He hasn't talked through a public relations person. He's just sitting back and just letting this clown. Because I do remember during the Last Dance, didn't Mike say, "I told you not to sign that contract," and Jerry Krause told you not to sign that contract, and Jerry Reinsdorf, don't sign the contract. don't sign the contract. Now, is this the same Michael Jordan who you told Michael Straight that he's selfish? That when you fell on hard times with money, this is the same dude that bailed you out and helped you out with money? Scotty's a whole ass dude, man, for real, dog. And I mean that, dog. Come, nah, dog. Nah, dog. Listen. Nah,
that turns Ron's soul. Ron don't like that.
Listen, no. I'm just saying. Because I just sat, listen, I was like Mike. I just sat back. I didn't say a word. I'm just watching this dude on Instagram. I'm watching him on Good Morning America. I'm just watching him go off. And I'm like, man, I can't wait to fry you, dog, for real. I mean, because
Mike allegedly told Stephen A. Pretty much that he don't fuck with him no more. Or that,
because listen, hold on, fellas. We all men here. Y'all all alpha dogs. Scottie Pippen admitted that he did not wish Mike well wishes when his father passed away because he felt some kind of way about that. He admitted that. He just admitted that he felt. That's why when Mike came back, he didn't say, hey man, my condolences about your dad. He never wished him well wishes one time. And they said once he just admitted that, Mike was like, man, you cut off for good, bro. My cutoff game too strong.
I know that's right. I know the film.
That's crazy.
His Sirius XM interview was a little bit better because he was giving more insight on the game. It was a little bit better, but I'm with you there, Ron. You can't ever bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that. You can't in no way, shape, or form could you feel like you were better than Michael Jordan.
Well,
in any capacity, argue with me in anything.
Okay,
Racing to the bus, you ain't better than Michael Jordan.
You know what?
Tying your shoes, shooting free throws, one eye closed, you ain't better than Michael Jordan.
Mo, the problem that I did have, I did have an issue with The Last Dance, right? And Mike did come off. No, look here, we all know that he's the GOAT, right? But he did come off in that documentary as self-serving.
That's what
you know what I'm saying. It's me. I didn't.
That shouldn't make him the GOAT though.
Yeah,
no, that's why he is who he is, man. Listen, you heard what he said. He will drive through a wall to win a championship,
and
dog.
I agree with Scottie Pippen in terms of
he will cut his wrist open just to win a championship, bro.
I get that, but I get that, bro. But he was just as good as like I said, his other counterparts was just as good as well.
I mean,
so and that's the only issue. That's the only thing I did agree with Scottie on. He came across in that documentary as self-serving, and everything was all about him. And you come on, bro. Steve Kerr, Paxton.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Cartwright.
Right. But then he turned around and say, he turned around, how could I be so naive? I've been around this guy forever. I know how he is. Shut up. The hell you talking about? How could I be so naive? Man, if you've been around him that long, why even make a statement like that?
Hey, they got some shine in the video. They got the interview. Even my man that was doing this got a little shine. He a legend now. The security guard that was like this. So
if Pippen would have just came out and said I feel like Jordan wouldn't have won as much without me, that'd be a little different.
Absolutely.
No, he did.
Don't sit here and say you the GOAT. Don't sit here and say you the GOAT now. Don't do that.
No,
not the GOAT now.
Yeah, he did.
You tweaking.
I'm
gonna say this, and I'm in this on this note, and I always say this: the person that still never gets no credit, that doesn't get enough credit, is Phil Jackson. Kobe never won a ring with him, and neither did Mike.
Right.
Neither one of those guys won a ring. The only person that won a ring without
because Doug Collins wasn't getting it done.
Is Shaq. Shaq, but look what Shaq went. He went to go play for another Hall of Fame head coach. Kobe didn't win a ring, and neither did Mike without Phil Jackson.
Facts.
The most, to me, and I know people gonna think I'm crazy. Still, to this day, the most underrated coach ever, just because he has superstar players.
If not, he's the greatest. If not, he's one of the greatest. Now, let me tell you something. What took his shine away is what he did to New York. Okay, I don't know
but it's still a lot of people say that Pop is better. Pop is better to coach. He didn't have Mike. He didn't have Kobe. He didn't have Shaq. No, Pop ain't better. He's not a better coach than Phil Jackson. Period.
Pop is good though.
Pop, I ain't gonna lie, Pop up there, man.
Yeah, Pop.
Mount Rushmore.
You put some respect on that man.
Yeah. Hey, look. If it's one coach you gonna argue, it better be damn Greg Popovich.
I agree, Brian.
About him and
Steve
Phil
Kerr,
Jackson.
Robert Orr.
Did he not win without two Hall of Famers?
Robert Orr didn't.
No. I said Greg Popovich. He won his rings with Hall of Famers too, correct?
Yeah.
Just like Field.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably arguably one of the best power forwards ever, right? I mean, that's what we say, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All
Right.
right. I just want to make sure.
Ginobili, Tim Duncan, Tony
Okay,
Parker.
all right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
David Robinson.
Robert Ory.
Okay. I
Yeah,
know.
it's-
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The little Steve Kerr in there.
Absolutely.
But see, I think why people say like people got Pop up there is because like Pop never had the best in the game. Like he got the best power forward, but Phil has had the best in the game. Like Michael Jordan, Cole, like he's always like he had the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, don't take nothing away from it now. He's still the greatest coach to me. But Greg Popovich, dog, like he ain't always had the flashiest best players, but he had Tim Duncan. But he ain't always just had the best of the best. But best believe them boys was in that competition every single year though.
So
in
now,
that race.
Now I'm gonna have to agree to this. Now there was a run with Tim Duncan that he could have been considered the best.
Man.
There was
In
a
the
run.
game, in the whole game.
Say it again,
Yes.
Mo.
Listen.
Say it again, Mo.
Yes. Tim Duncan.
When was this run?
It was a 3-year run when the Lakers were falling off and San Antonio was rising.
But I ain't talking
Started
about teams. We
2003.
talking about players.
Yeah, Tim
Them 3
Duncan.
years, Kobe was like, what was Kobe doing?
Not making the
Lionel,
playoffs.
he did, Lionel. I mean, he
That's-
came
that's-
with that triangle
that's when
offense,
Shaq
Lionel.
had
You
left.
got to give him credit for that.
That's when
Right.
Shaq
That triangle
Tom
offense
Donovan,
changed
Mike
a lot of
Brown.
shit.
Right, I get that, fellas. I get that. They popped the Lakers probably were making the playoffs, but Kobe was still that guy in the league, though. Is what I'm saying.
Nah, he was
like-
good, but Tim Duncan was probably better in that 3-year window.
Because
Big
he was winning
fundamentals was a
championships.
fit.
Because he was
Yes.
winning
Right, but
He was
that's what I'm
winning- he
saying.
was
Like
winning
we can't be putting team accolades
No,
as to why you putting a player over another player though.
Go look at his individual stats. Tim Duncan averaged a double-double during that time, and it ain't no 10
He
and
averaged
10.
a double-double his whole
double-double
career,
his
though.
career.
Yeah, his whole career though.
And he was a centerpiece of those championships. I'm not taking nothing away from Kobe,
Especially after
but-
David Robinson.
But Kobe,
You're right.
Kobe
He was
was
the best player
putting
on
up
the team.
Kobe was putting up empty stats during that time. You understand what I'm saying? You're just coming from a Lakers fan.
Nah, I don't
Yes,
agree with that. I don't
yes.
agree with that. I don't
said
agree with
Kobe
that.
was
I don't
what,
agree with
Mo?
that.
He
He
was
said he's
putting
putting up empty stats, bro. Look at who the
Yes.
Lakers had though, Mo. You can't go beat 5 people with one, bro.
No.
Mo. It's empty stats when you have a good team and you're not doing nothing. Empty stats doesn't mean I'm playing with Devin George, Sasha Vujacic, Luke Walton, and we're not making the playoffs. And it's empty. That's not empty stats. That's doing what you have to do to try to compete. Empty stats is what Portland is doing. They load it on paper and they don't do nothing for it. Those are empty stats. Kobe didn't have no good teams like that. So we can't blame Kobe for not making the playoffs just to say, oh, Tim Duncan and them was winning. Tim Duncan was better. Nah, Kobe was still that guy. He just had these bum. Like, look at who he had,
everything
bro.
had shifted. It was time for
And
a new
then not
champion,
only
so-
that,
Right.
it was a span where the Lakers had different coaches, right?
They was following
Mike
the coaches.
Brown.
They
Mike
were
Brown.
getting all
Mike
these
Brown.
young players.
Tom
Like,
Donovich.
bro, we was getting
Yeah.
like Smush
Magic
Parker.
Johnson.
Like, bro, we were like, come on, bro. Kobe was getting dealt the shit into the stick at one point.
Now hold on now. This is where I trapped you. I did that for a reason.
Okay.
So we always have this James Harden versus Russell Westbrook debate, right?
Okay.
When I talk about James Harden's stats and I talk about what he did, and you talk about how Russell Westbrook was this and that, and he put
Right.
up these stats, right?
Right.
So here's my counterpart to you, right? So if Russell Westbrook is the one playing with the Hall of Famers and he putting up these stats and they not amounting to championships, but James Harden is getting this team consistently to the Western Conference Finals. We can debt that argument because if you can't say one on the other.
Mo, that's not the same because
no,
at
it's
the end
the same.
No, it's not
It's
because
the
at the end of the
same.
day,
Back and watch
hey,
it.
look,
It's
like
the
I
same.
told you back then, neither one of them won a championship. So I don't want to hear Western Conference Finals, bro. You don't train all season to go to the Western Conference Finals. You train to win the ring.
No, you train all offseason to get in the playoffs. Let's cut the bullshit.
No, hell no, Mo.
You don't train.
Hell no, Mo.
Hey, you gotta take it. You gotta take it one step at a time. You got no. Hold on, fuck that.
Go ahead.
Ron, just sit back, Ron.
You can't say like we gonna go into championship and not make the playoffs. You go one step at a time.
No,
you
that's
train
bullshit,
all
Mo.
year.
That's bullshit, Mo.
No,
That's bullshit.
it's not.
Hey,
bullshit.
hey, bro,
You
good,
train
great
all year
players.
Thank you, baby.
to get into the playoffs, and then when you get into the playoffs, you get into the playoff mode, and you take your individual series.
Bruh.
But you ain't
Bruh.
training in August to
Bruh,
say,
Mo.
all right, we want to win it all, but you trying to get in the playoffs.
Mo, great players don't train every year to go to the playoffs and get put out and never make it,
No,
bro. That's
I
not
ain't
your
say
goal.
good. I ain't say good put out,
Bro, but he's gotten put out. He's never played in the finals, bro. So what are we
James
training
Harden?
for? What are we
James
training
Harden
for?
played in the finals.
I mean, not the final. He's never won the final. So what are we training for? You don't train to fall short every year. That's not what you train. Somebody of his caliber, he does not train to fall short. What did Ron say? Jordan mindset was every great player mindset should be I want to win it all. That's all I care about.
That's the problem. Everybody's mindset is not like that.
Right. So I'm not
If he make it into the Western
every
Conference
year.
Finals, he's training to get there. But what team has James Harden had, right? And he lost in the Western Conference Final where he was favored, where he had the better team going into the Western. Sometimes you get the most out of your team that you're gonna get. That's my point. He was losing to Golden State, bro. Them Golden State teams, they're legendary.
You wasn't
He
gonna
wasn't
be
beating no team.
They was a Chris Paul hamstring away.
So I got two combats for that, and I'm glad you just said that, Fred. So if Harden was such that guy, and you want to talk about playing with Hall of Famers, Harden has had Chris Paul in some earlier years than what he's at. Chris Paul is still good now.
Right.
He had Chris Paul back then, and like Fred just said, he was a Chris Paul hamstring away. Like if you're that guy, you shouldn't blow no damn 3-1 lead.
Yeah,
just
but
because
bro,
of
okay, but you
hold
know,
on. We're gonna bring me to my next point. We're gonna bring me to my next one. So if we're gonna use that excuse, okay, cool. He lost to Golden State. So why do people, including Ron, people like Ron say LeBron shouldn't get no passes, but he lost to those same Golden State teams? So where's the balance? Like we can't give Harden a pass because he lost to Golden State, and like Ron said, nobody beating that team. So why does LeBron have to get so much hate for it? He lost to that same team. So where's the equilibrium, bro? Like it can't be Harden get a pass, which I agree. Harden lost to a damn good team. I'm not denying that. But bro, my reason for arguing with Mo about this is because we don't want to give LeBron that same pass. So if we're going to give LeBron that pass, I won't argue with Mo about it because Harden lost to the Warriors.
I always give LeBron that pass.
But that's what I'm saying.
Built-in narratives with LeBron, man.
But that's what I'm saying though, Mo. But like Ron said earlier in the show, you weren't here, but he said the passes didn't get started till LeBron started losing in the finals. Cool, which might be true. But bro,
no. The passes started with one Allen Iverson. When he lost it, he got a pass. He still gets a pass.
He did.
To this day, Allen Iverson still gets a pass.
Because you know what his pass was? He went with Eric Snow and Larry Hughes. You know that was his pass.
And he still get a pass.
That's my number 2 guy, but no, they lost.
But I mean, like, if we're gonna say Harden don't get no pass and LeBron don't get no pass, then cool. I agree with Mo.
Yeah.
I mean, he lost to Golden State. Cool. But if we're going to give Harden a pass, then we got to give LeBron a pass. They both lost to the same team.
I give anybody a pass who make it that far, whose team is not the better team. You understand? Because you can't use that Michael Jordan analogy. When did Michael Jordan go into a finals outside of 1991
when he wasn't lost to gets a pass, bro? Nobody he lost to ever got a pass during our generation. That pass, I'm telling you, that pass shit. Listen, that was unheard of to say, well, Karl Malone, man. Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Charles Barkley. Bro, they don't get passes.
They're not
get a pass for losing.
In the major media, they're getting passes because they say, well, you know,
major
they lost
media
to the GOAT.
started when LeBron.
They said they lost to the GOAT. That's what they say.
When the worldwide
for those
leader
guys.
of LeBron started, when the worldwide leader of LeBron started, bro, that's when all the passes started. It started, dog. Listen. I didn't give him a pass, but I understood that. I knew he wasn't going to beat San Antonio that first time.
Right.
We knew that. Come on, dog. I mean, we knew.
Yeah.
But I didn't. But like, I'm like, okay, he get a pass. I don't know. Maybe I just grew up like I said, I grew up in a different era. Like, okay, if that's the case, then Buffalo Bills get a pass. They lost 4 straight Super Bowls.
But no, hold on now. So you messing up the pass. They had the team to win it. They choked. Now that's not a pass.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
So you telling me they could have beat that Cowboys team?
They could have beat that Giants team. I know that for a fact.
But they couldn't beat
That's
that
off a field goal,
Cowboys.
though.
Nobody
That's
was
off a
beating the
field goal.
Cowboys,
Yeah,
bro.
they
Nobody
could-
was beating the Cowboys.
And they had no
in 2
answer for
years.
Otis Anderson at that time.
So check this out.
Nobody was beating
Who had the Hall of Fame quarterback? Both of them. Who had a Hall of Fame running back? Both of them. Who had a Hall of Fame defender? Both of them. They had just as many Hall of Famers.
Phil Simpson, Hall of Famer?
No. Dallas and Buffalo. They had
Who had
just
the
as many
better
Hall of
talent?
Fame.
Who had the better overall talent? Who had the better? Hold on. And not only that,
Who had the Hall of Fame wide receiver?
Buffalo
Both
was
of them.
old.
Both
They were
of them.
old. Buffalo was old, bro. Dallas.
I'm just saying, they
Dallas
both had
was some
Hall
young
of Fame
bucks.
talent. They just
Buffalo was old. Buffalo was old, bro.
This
And they still don't
ain't
get a pass.
it ain't like Dallas was playing like the Seattle Seahawks or something like that. They were comparable talents.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, bro, like when you go like
Snot
like
out of it.
like when LeBron lost to them Golden State teams, bro, he get a pass from me. I ain't gonna lie, like, bro. Like that's arguably the best team to ever be assembled, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, not only, but you
like-
fail to realize too, though,
like-
Jay. The fact of the matter is, let me tell you something. Had Kyrie not injured his knee, and then Kevin Love didn't get hurt or what have you,
No,
in the
not
first
Kyrie.
time they played him, I don't think Golden State would have won the
Kyrie,
championship
no.
that year, man.
I,
But I'm
you know,
not. They
Hey, but you also got to think too, though. Like you can reverse that back to Golden State when they suspended Draymond for all them bogus ass texts they was giving them, and they suspended them for a
They
crucial
was up three-
elimination
they was up
game,
3-0.
and they
They was up
suspended
3-0.
them. They was picking on them, giving them texts for no reason, just to get them suspended, and they got them suspended. So that can go both ways for separate years. It can go both ways. Kyrie missed. They picked on Draymond, made him miss.
it kind of equaled itself out. But
Right.
here's the
You know
other
what I'm
thing:
saying?
if Kyrie Irving were in all
Wrap
of
it
those
up.
series, it wouldn't be no passes because he would have had another Hall of Fame type of talent, and he just didn't get it done. But with Kevin Love and the Knicks rejects and the Lakers Spurns, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
True that.
Yeah. And I ain't for all the passes, but I mean, hey, bro, like when you shorthanded against that team, like you could have been full strength against that team, you was gonna lose.
You're all right.
But when you shorthanded against that team, bro, like, hey, look, Ron, hey, look, you can drink it.
Hold on, fam. Hold on, fam. Go ahead. And there's something you need to say?
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. We have our family with us.
Come on, Jessica, get in, Jessica.
I know,
Give us
right?
Get closer, Jessica.
Let's see if I can turn it.
Where's she at? Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
Hello, everyone.
We just want to introduce you guys to our gracious hosts. This is Courtney and Jesse. They allowed us to come here and broadcast. We want to give them a round of applause. And if you need something to do, family, check them out. Glamix by Hideout.com. 6355 Rolling Road. Thank you so much, family. We love y'all. Mwah.
Love you too.
All right.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Hey,
Right.
look, Marcus Elliott said no passes on the biggest stages. Hey, look, and that's cool.
Because he
That's
and I
cool.
from the same generation, bro.
That's cool.
I agree, Mark.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you
Go
this.
ahead. Go ahead.
Because we didn't have that growing up, so you can't blame us. Like we didn't.
No, I'm not
that was
blaming
like
you.
unheard of when we grew up. Like
So let me ask you this: if
Go ahead,
Michael
bro.
Jordan, if this would have been back when Jordan played, and he lost Pippen, and he lost to that Golden State team, what would have been excuse? What would you
Get no
have
pass,
said?
bro.
So what you gonna say? Jordan
he
just
wouldn't have got no
lost.
pad. That wasn't part of our vocabulary back then. We
Yeah.
didn't do that. I'm just being honest with you. I know.
I
It's
get no, I know. I'm
You
just
know what
asking
I'm
an honest
saying? Like,
question. So like,
he
if
don't
Michael
get no
Jordan,
pass?
was to went to the finals and lose Pippen and lose one more person, because LeBron lost Kevin Love and Kyrie.
part
So
of
if
the
Jordan
game,
lost
bro.
Pippen and no, hold on,
Yeah.
I'm asking. If he
Right.
would have lost
Good
two
question.
people, would the honest response would have been, "Hey, bro, they just got us."
Yeah.
Or would y'all have said honestly, keep it real? Would y'all said,
Right.
bro, like, are we gonna count? Like, he lost Pippen and I'm gonna just say Kerr. Come on, or he lost Pippen and Rodney, because that's
Right, but we
that's
still
another.
don't-
and-
right.
So
Hey,
what
look,
are we
bro,
gonna say?
But
Yeah,
Jay, so
I
what
think
we're
the
saying
difference
is,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
But what we're saying is then, okay, he lost Pippen and Kerr. He was guaranteed to win. That's what I'm saying. We can't do that. Just like we.
It's just narrative driven with LeBron. That's
Right.
all. And it's
But I'm just saying we
that's-
can't- we-
that's the. I don't know if it's his fault or if it's a social media thing or it's just
Well, I mean,
society
it's-
in general.
it's-
I
or
think
what
it's
have
just
you.
society
I don't-
and social media.
Right,
you know.
and that could, and you're right, and that could be factual, Jay. I don't know, but I just know with LeBron, the issue that a lot of people have, especially older generations such as me and Ron, I don't and Mo to a degree, I guess, is everything is just like I said, it's sensationalized, it's narrative driven, it's always something. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is in the moment.
That's it.
We live in the
Hey,
moment,
see,
I don't know where it comes from.
Hey, look,
I don't
know.
hey,
I don't.
Hey, see,
I
see,
don't.
that's what I'm talking. Like what Marcus just said right there. That's why I defend LeBron so much. He said MJ wouldn't allow that to affect. MJ wouldn't have had no damn choice if he had to play them without.
Hold on,
Pippen
Jay.
and Rodman.
I got you, Jay. He
Come
didn't
on,
let
bruh.
it affect him. Did you
Come
see how
on,
many
bruh.
points per game he averaged? He didn't let it affect him. That's my point with the passes. Like you get a certain level of respect if you're the superstar and you show up and you play like
That's
one.
right.
If you don't win, it's a team driven game. LeBron, if he put up 45 points a game and they lose, What more is he supposed to do? Score 70 a game? You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. What gets me, Mo. People still give LeBron hell, and he averaged damn near triple double in the finals, and he still get backlash, bro. Like, why? The man was down two players, and he averaged a triple double. Like, what else he supposed to do?
I mean, there were critical moments with MJ, especially when he was going against those Detroit teams and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When they had the Jordan rules and what have you, and they was tearing his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Making him man the hell up or what have him and Scotty. So there was, you know, but
the media was tough on Mike.
Exactly. But what I'm gonna tell you is this: he didn't make no damn excuses, man. He went back in.
Got stronger.
He went back in, got his mental together or what have you.
His body up.
Exactly, bro. And
I feel all that, but I'm saying
what it is.
But Marcus said MJ would not have allowed that. So if he lost Pippen and Rodman, hold on. If he lost Pippen and Rodman, you mean to tell me he would have won every single final still? Hell no. Let's be real, bro.
Bro, we seen this shit. You gotta understand.
Thank you, Ron. That's what I'm saying. Like I asked the question of if he would have lost his next best two players, would he be 6-0? Marcus said MJ would not allow that to affect winning. Bro, how? He wouldn't have had no choice.
If MJ lost,
Marcus just hold on, guys. Marcus just told y'all it's mindset. His mindset.
I don't care. Your mindset ain't gonna put points on the board. Mindset ain't gonna put points on the board, Fred.
Man, let me tell you something.
Right.
I mean, we're doing hypotheticals now.
Let me tell you, right. I get that aspect of it, but let me tell you something. How the reason why a lot of us can identify with Jordan, what have you, because like I said, he was gonna do whatever it took. He left nothing unturned at the end of the daggone day. He gave it, you know what I'm saying? He left everything on the floor. When it comes to LeBron, there was times where LeBron didn't bring it, right? There was times LeBron didn't. Hold up. When have you saw Jordan in a goddamn serious game didn't want to shoot the damn ball, right? Must we talk about Miami and San Antonio when LeBron was afraid to shoot the goddamn ball? When have you saw Jordan do that shit?
But that's all fine and dandy. But Fred,
Jordan was gonna get rich and bad trying.
Hey, look. Let's stick to my question. If he had not had Pippen and Rodman, would he be 6-0? No.
I just said no. Absolutely.
Right. I'm not talking about LeBron not showing up in the clutch. I ain't talking about that.
But what we're saying is a lot of people can identify with his mindset. We look,
but Fred, what I'm saying is LeBron get held when he lost Kyrie and Kevin Love. Now, if we're not gonna give passes, cool. But don't sit here and say Jordan losing Pippen and Rodman, it wouldn't have affected winning. Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
He didn't get hell from me. I can tell you that.
Yes, it would. You said like Ron, and I'm glad Ron out of all people agree.
Man,
like
he wasn't going to beat that Utah team without.
Thank you, Ron. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Ron, you talking about Utah? He wasn't going to beat Phoenix either. He wasn't going to beat Phoenix either.
But Robin didn't play with him during Phoenix. Robin played with him against Utah and
Detroit.
I'm saying Scottie Pippen. If he lost Scottie Pippen,
absolutely.
So Ron, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If LeBron had his full team, I still don't give passes. But he damn sure wouldn't have got a pass. But if somebody's going to give him a pass for playing KD, Steph, and Klay Thompson without Kyrie and Kevin Love, like what more do you want him to do, bro? That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, Ron, just think about this. His second best player was Jordan Clarkson. Jordan
and Matthew Dellavedova, bro. Come on, dog. Like he had to go play 3 more games with Matthew Dellavedova as his starting point guard against Steph Curry.
All I'm saying, if that was Kawhi Leonard, he'd have had the flu.
Hey, no, that's good talks tonight, fellas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're sharing mics tonight. Technical difficulties, but we rocking with it. Thank you so much, family, for joining us tonight. The No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and combos collide. You know what to do. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, and we will see you next week. Same time, same action.
Great show.
They will